All right, as good as time as any, this is the new shop. The Audi S4 V8 rear-wheel drive. No longer with the previous shop. I was working with them, trying to grow the business, hired on a bunch of awesome people, a lot of previous colleagues and people that I've worked with, a lot of good talent. Things just didn't work out. Wasn't getting the quality of work that I personally strive for, and me and the owner just didn't mesh well together. So I'm off on doing my own thing. This is a shop. It's pretty empty right now because pretty much everything's outside. Why? Benitez is watching the race car. Shout out to Benitez Detailing. He's a mobile service here in Arizona, and he's willing to come out way here to the east side and get the car detailed and ready for Fuel Fest tomorrow. So, car's going in the throttle booth at Fuel Fest, Phoenix. It's going to be a booth car. We're going to have a table set up, new logo, new merch is dropping, new business cards, and we're going to start off on a new foot starting tomorrow. So you guys are getting the sneak peek behind the scenes. Got two customers' cars. I don't know if you can see in the video out in the back. S6 getting some diag. We've put a lot of work into it. 034 full front end kit. What else did we do? Oh, we recalibrated the active cruise control. Still have a lane departure fault, so we got lane departure modules on order, and we're going to be using Otis, the factory Audi tool, to recode and calibrate everything. Pumped on that car. We just got the V9 A4 dropped off last night. That's just OEM engine mounts and a re-inspection from the dealer. We killed it on the dealer quote. Obviously, our overhead and prices and stuff aren't as crazy as the dealer. So, yeah, this is a shop. Got a loft upstairs, really cool office area. Hopefully, do some podcasting with Brad. A little teaser. Brad Watkins really wants to do a podcast with me, and I would really love to do one with him. Maybe we grab JT. I'd love to have him on. Great personality, has a lot of positive thoughts and views and stuff, especially on the automotive industry as he's just getting into it and learning it. So yeah, little charging station over there. Got the big wing off the A5 because it's just a street car for right now. Why is the trailer in the shop? Trailer's in the shop because it needs maintenance. I need to repack the wheel bearings today. Me and Parker put on two new boards. It was kind of an experience. This is why I need to film more. It was such an experience at Home Depot. One, we went twice. We got the wrong board the first time. Technically got the wrong board the second time, but I didn't feel like a third trip and gas and everything else, so we just threw the smaller boards on for right now, get us through Fuel Fest. But it was kind of funny. We're not like, we know cars and we know metal for the most part, but we don't know wood. So we were asking the guys there, and like this customer came up and he's like, oh, you should know the pressure treated wood's better for trailers and that. I was like, I don't know. Like, it's strength, hardwood, like I don't want cars falling through the deck and that. He's like, oh, that's fine. In Crocs, which was kind of embarrassing. Old man telling us young kids, you know, teach us about wood and what's better and all that stuff in Crocs. I really couldn't take him seriously. Parker was just like, I feel like an idiot. Like, this is not our realm, you know, we're not woodworkers. So, what else? Oh, new truck. So got rid of the van, which you guys probably didn't see. I've gone through a recent tow rig saga, let's put it that way. Again, should be filming everything. So finally landed on basically my dream truck. So it is a 02 2500 HD. It's got the 6-liter in it. It's 2-wheel drive. So 4L80 transmission, really good 6.0. It's got a lot of miles on it, but it runs like a top. Interior is actually pretty decent on it. Went to the junkyard yesterday, got a Cadillac Escalade steering wheel. So wood trim and all that. So we're gonna make it real nice. I wanna put like 2014 era Chevy seats in it. Parker's trying to talk me into a center console. I love the bench, but I'm open to it. Just newer seats. It's gonna go to That's a Wrap here soon. Get all the rest of the body panels. While the truck is straight, it is mismatched colors, probably because the bed got beat up and it was just cheaper to put another bed on. So we're gonna get the whole truck wrapped white, and then get some MSR Werkz and Mulletsport Racing decals on the side. We have some special wheels going on. I'm not gonna give everything away in the first video, so I'm trying to keep these short as possible, but yeah, so new wheels. We're gonna do some paint stuff. If you follow Parker on TikTok, he did a badass Ranger that was all white chrome, really classy looking truck. That's kind of what I want to reproduce, and obviously he's really excited about doing that project over again. So that truck right now, I'm putting a front shocks on it and front sway bar end links because they're not adequate toast. I do need to get some EBC brakes for that, so we'll reach out to them and get some HD toe brakes. This will primarily be shop truck, so I will drive it most of the time pending fuel and that. But it is the primary tow vehicle for Mulletsport Racing. So just talked about that. Mulletsport Racing, MSR Werkz. MSR Werkz stands for, or German translation is factory. So it is Mulletsport Racing's factory. And in the factory, we produce Mulletsport Racing cars. So if you're a customer that's looking for performance mods on your Audi, Volkswagen, Porsche, we're kind of the go-to guys. So we really focus on the vision of your car. So if you want just a weekend canyon carving car, we're gonna focus on brakes and suspension, things like that. Maybe some exhaust tone stuff, but you don't need a ton of horsepower. Now, if you wanna go to the track and you're trying to set a world record, we need to focus on dropping weight and horsepower. Things like that, just in a general sense, but we really focus on what's your project. If you want a show car, we're probably gonna put it on air. Put some big wheels on it, wide body kit, things like that. So trying to tailor the experience of dropping or dealing with a shop is your goals. Not pushing, oh, we only deal with X brand and we only do air suspension, we only do this. No, we have, between me and Parker, we have years and years of experience, especially myself in the automotive and performance side of the industry. I know what works, what doesn't work, and I know what seems great, social media wise, influencer wise, whatever, but the reality of driving something like that daily, or the long-term effects of having that much power in that motor or chassis or platform can have ill effects, and then the customer just gets bummed out and they're like, I'm gonna go buy a brand new R7 or that. Well, you can do that, but a lot of times you're going backwards money wise. You've wasted a lot of time and money and mods, and you're kind of just, I don't like seeing people get burnt out about modding their car. Modding their car is supposed to be fun. So our goal and philosophy here is obviously to make this a really exciting place, but also be as cost effective and budget friendly as possible. Just to touch base back on the complete package of what your vision for the car is, budget is a huge deal. You know, everybody's penny pinching right now. I know I am. Honestly, it's why I'm not racing much, is just income and focusing on the shop. Just don't have a lot of money to go racing. So when I am choosing what events in that time going to, there has to be a reason in that behind it. As far as customers and that, you know, if you want a canyon carving car and you got $2,500 budget, then we're gonna focus on what is gonna be the biggest bang for your buck on that $2,500. Now, our recommendations are only recommendations. You know, we'll do what we need to on the car to get you taken care of and handled, but we're always gonna put our voice in there if this is what we would do if it was our personal cars. Because I'll be honest, 90% of the cars that we're working on, I'd probably own or have owned. So kind of get to build it through my vision, and a lot of customers you know, really appreciate that and the trust, you know, in their daily driver in that, knowing what's going to break in that, because I've owned the cars for long periods of time, it massively helps. So not to get on a rant about that, but yeah, this is a shop. Hopefully we start doing more daily videos, keep them under 30 minutes or so, and go from there. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.